So this might be a somewhat triggering question, but I think it's really important to answer. Someone wrote in and said, I put my dick in a pussy and she screamed, what do I do when she says stop? And I think it's so important to talk about the fact that a lot of people don't know genuinely what to do when someone is having a reaction during sex.
Mm-hmm.
This is Reid from ReidAboutSex.com.
Cathy from IntimacyDojo.com. And just to let you know, if you didn't know already, the reason I'm wearing my tux is the airlines lost my luggage this morning, but I had my suit bag with me, so everyone's getting the tux treatment today.
Yeah. And I think that there's a lot of fear and unknown about sex because as a society we don't talk about it. And I appreciate you showing up even though you have no luggage. I did try to get him to do it shirtless for those of you who would appreciate
I just think that's the wrong, because then if I'm still wearing the tie, it's like Chippendales and it goes in a weird direction.
Well, you can take off the tie.
This is not Magic Mike XXL. Oh, wow. Disappointment.
We'll talk about disappointment in just a minute. But if someone tells you to stop, or they react, or they scream, or are in pain, immediately stop and pull out. And then, I think a lot of people they freeze because they don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so thank you for writing in the comment. Whatever the situation, when somebody says stop.
Or even they scream.
Yeah,
they may not say
but
stop.
It's not even a scream, right? If they say stop in a whisper, then you stop and you check in.
Right, but it's not clear that she said stop. She just was in pain.
Yeah. So if somebody screams, you should stop. If somebody says stop, even if it's not a scream stop, you should stop.
Yes.
And have a check-in. If you're penetrating somebody and they scream, stop and pull out slowly. Don't leap out of them across the room. Like whenever somebody gets surprised or is in pain, it helps if on a good day you're not surprised by their surprise, and you can be the calm, present person who is not taking it personally, and who's also like, how do I help? Because again, when people get surprised, we can be surprised and then not react poorly, which makes things worse. So it's that situation of like, how do you help make things better? And then also when some people are in pain, like I fell off of a yoga swing once, it came out of the ceiling and everybody rushed me and was like, oh my God, are you okay? And it was like, everyone just back away.
Yeah, let me breathe for a second.
Yeah, but it was their concern rushing to me that I didn't need. So not knowing what the situation was that they were in, how can you stop what you're doing and be present and available without smothering somebody with that something's wrong?
Yeah. I think it helps too because a lot of people like, oh my God, I hurt someone, and we get in our own head. Realize one, it could be a muscle cramp that no one expected. A lot of women have vaginismus, which is where there's pain with penetration, and they may or may not be expecting it. And a lot of humans don't know how to use their words around sex, so they might not have said, hey, I'm not ready for penetration yet, or I have these issues. So if you can just bring that down, like, okay, maybe I didn't do anything wrong, maybe there's nothing wrong here, I can just be with this person who's experiencing some pain and calmly wait, let them share and figure out what is best.
And you don't know if somebody has a history of trauma. Yeah. Some people have a history of trauma and they don't know it, and it could be showing up in the moment. It could be an allergic reaction to the latex condom
or the lube,
or I mean, I've had lovers where we're having sex and rolling around and they like roll onto the vibrator or something, or
ouch.
So again, like, you don't always know what's going on, but when somebody says stop or screams out in pain, stop. If you're inside them, then probably withdraw, right? And again, it's a little tricky because again, like if you're pegging somebody, like if you're fucking somebody in the ass, withdrawing really quickly
could hurt more.
Is a shock. Like, so again, slow down and be attentive without smothering someone in concern, which has a lot to do with like not trying on a good day to not be surprised that you just got surprised, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I really appreciate you writing in and asking. It's not a question. A lot of people have the like a lot of people just feel like they should know and they won't ask. So
yeah. And other things too that can be really helpful, you know, making sure that you have a lot of foreplay, use lube, make sure people are fully aroused and are saying that they want you to penetrate them or asking you to put yourself inside them. There's all these really subtle cues that we don't get taught, and we think that we're supposed to take the initiative and enter the person. And I like to personally, you know, set up situations where I'm like, you know, like, when you want penetration, tell me. You know, when you want penetration, grab my penis and put it in you, and that way I can kind of go with the speed of what's happening. Because there's a big difference between we're going slow and you've grabbed my penis and now you're gently letting me in versus you grab me and you're like, put it in. Like, it has a lot to do with what you're the person who's being penetrated is usually the one that I like to have be in control. And again, it doesn't guarantee that you don't hurt people or surprise people, but it can help, you know, us, you know, those of us who put things in people, doesn't always have to be penises. It can help. It definitely helps me not make the wrong call because I think that someone's ready for penetration and actually they're not.
Yeah. And a good place to learn more about communication and boundaries and in encouraging other people to speak up is cuddle parties. So if you haven't been to one, look and see if there's one in your neighborhood. It's a really good way to build up that skill.
It's a great communication workshop about non-sexual touch and affection, which are the exact same communication skills that you would use for sexual touch and affection.
Yeah, we hope this helps. Thanks so much for
Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to my social media, it's right there. And please subscribe to this channel there. If you'd like to see more goofy Reid and Cathy, there's more videos there.
See them. Why are they there?